Hey peeps, so here with another video, another Void Thought video, and this time I'll be looking at Arena Assault. So this was IS's next attempt to sort of add something new to the game. So when it was initially released, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited about it. It was an attempt to add fresh air into the game. They added a new currency, and it was interesting enough. But let's see, I think it's coming into its second week. I'm already feeling all the flaws of the system. Not only is there a way to explicitly exploit the system to get easy items and easy wins, but the point system that's a problem in Arena is even a bigger issue within this system. So I guess I'll quickly show an example of what I mean. So if I just go into a battle right now, my point value is 696. So you would think there would be, maybe some point varies, like, 2 to 4, but no, there's about, just like in Arena, there is anywhere from, I believe it's 4 up and 4 down from, like, the mean score. So 696. I can go anywhere from 696 to 700. So, I'm just going to show that as an example a few times. 698. I go another time. 698. 696. Thankfully, if I was actually doing a real run, those would be amazing scores, because that would be a guarantee I'd get high scores and potentially into the top higher scores. But that doesn't always happen. It is RNG, so sometimes it doesn't happen, unfortunately. So I can't show. So 694. I'm trying to find the lower bearings, just as an example. 694. So those are lower bearing. So automatically, I'm already on the back foot if I get those scores to get a top score. And unlike Arena, I can't use a dual sword to back out if I don't like that score. I'm stuck with it. So if I average out a bunch of 694s, that's too bad. I have to deal with it. And I had to do a whole Deathless run all over again. It's a pain. And honestly, the best way to try to guarantee... see, 694. And some of these teams aren't worth battling. This is probably going to be a Flying Emblem team. So that not only is it a low score, but I also am going to have to fight a really tough team. It's... I don't know. It's obnoxious. So, I mean, on the bright side, that it is infinite, so you can try all week, but honestly, they haven't even told us why we should be bothering to get these currency right now. So, I can show my standings right now. Oops, I want to get to the rewards. Sorry. And I have 22. I got 22 last time. But is it worth it? I don't know. Like, spending all this time trying to get top scores, trying to get 25 or 30? What are they even going to be used for? They haven't explained this. They just said it's mysterious. And it's into its second week. You would think after the first week they would at least give up more information to make people keep attempting to try to get more coins. I don't know. It's weird. The feathers are nice though, I'll admit. It's really hard to get into the upper brackets, so 0 to 100, that's pure whale tier, and it's a lot of effort, really, because not only are you using whale units, you have to be in the top 100 players. Anyone competing within this, you have to be deathless. I don't know. It's annoying. The second part that I briefly mentioned, the exploit system to get free deathless runs and get items, I'll briefly do an example. I'll just queue these up just because I'm going to do another actual run after this. So you choose one unit, you go into beginner, and it's a 1v1. So you might be asking why? How? So what? It's a 1v1. Like, why does this matter? It's it's just an easy way to not only get your free 3 wins. So not only are people not really gonna bother with this mode, trying to go through it, all the effort, but 2, it's not. As far as I know, the devs did not mean for people to go through stuff like this. So yeah, anytime you do that now in beginner, you'll always get a 1v1. So that's a Leon. So guess what? I already know what I need to do. I just need to put a blue mage. I don't need to put another one. Just put her there, and it's a hard counter. I'll always win. That's an easy way to just get your 3 wins. If that's honestly all that you're after, this is how you do it. Honestly, after I get into my solid top 1000s, this is what I do. Honestly, why bother? Why put all my effort into trying to do like actual legit runs when I can just do this and get like my 3 rewards? My I think it's a dueling crest, feathers, and I believe it's the currency to level up. Yeah, it's just every time, and I don't know. It feels like, and they haven't even addressed this. I feel like this should have been like patched out on the first time, but they haven't. Yeah. So as you can see, I can do this 3 times, get my 3 rewards, or if I just want to farm items so I can do actual runs later on, I can do that. It feels like a pretty big oversight, and they haven't even addressed it. Yeah, I guess I'll do a trial run of also I guess I also showed the other I'm not sure if that was intended, but the way you can preview teams, that's a nice feature. It's really nice because otherwise this mode would be basically impossible. There's too much variance, like who you're going to be fighting, and otherwise you would have to have 4 let's see, 7 times 4 20, 24, 20. You'd have to have, yeah, 32 built synergistic teams to handle every unit in the arena. So having the preview is nice. Yeah. So I guess I'll do a trial run. I was getting all these scores before, but now I'm not going to get them at all. My best tip is just scumbag this until you get a high beginning score. And honestly, this team can't handle with Arja, so I'm not even going to bother. It's going to be too much effort. And the reason I choose these 3, you might be asking, 3 armors and a legendary weapon. High BSTs, they're going to get... this team's going to set my score for the rest of the run. So, if you didn't know, get your best BST units first, and then do the rest of the run. It'll save you, it'll get you more on average scores. That is if you want to get into the top scores. So, yeah, this is probably doable. I'll see what it actually is. It's probably an armor emblem team. It's a half armor emblem team. Alright, so Tana will probably walk here. Then they'll drop someone. Alright, I think this is doable. Get hit by her right away. This should be fine. Yep. Kind of surprised I couldn't double that. I need to check speed tiers more. Oh, I don't have quick riposte because also I'm trying to get higher scores. Also turning off animations and. Alright, I need someone that's going to be able to double. So do this. Swap.
Okay.
That should be fine. This is gonna be tricky, actually killing Amelia with this team. I want to say my key's probably gonna be Hector.
All right.
I want to say that's true.
On it. Who to crush?
Obviously with this team, it can't handle every team, so it can be tricky sometimes handling certain threats. But thankfully, it's good enough to handle this first team. The first team is always the trickiest. You can't team preview, so you just have to go in hoping. Alright, I'll let him hit in to that. Should be fine. And then I'll just counter back for Brave. Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright. And this is a great example of what I was talking for. 698 was my initial score. Next, 692. And if I just get unlucky the rest of the time, the rest of the 6 runs, that sucks. I have to deal with it, and I automatically get lower in the rankings. It's annoying, and I can't. And if I exit, surrender out, I have to start the whole run again. So I could have got 698, 698 for 4, and then the last 3 692s, and that'll automatically start tanking my rankings, because 2 points in the higher rankings is like at least 100 like ranks or something. It's pretty ridiculous how much like points matter. Alright, so I'll probably just keep doing runs until I lose, or at least one more or two, just because I've said my points. At this point, it's just kind of showing off how to handle different maps and different team comps. So I automatically know it's an armor emblem. Might as well put Tobin. He's got Armor Slayer. He's my only Armor Slayer unit, I believe. And 2 axes, 1 sword. That means he handles 2 out of 3. So I can use a buffer spot for a healer. So I'll use a decently leveled healer, because he's gonna get hit eventually. Tank him quite a bit. Nice thing about this is the one thing I'll say about this. This is the only mode that healers are viable, other than Tempest Trials. I want to say, just actually, they're more viable here than Tempest Trials, because you can only use 1 unit once. It's nice. I like the idea. I want them to. It's almost there. I'll say that much. It's almost there. Alright, so here, there.
Yeah.
On it. Time for a swim. Where to?
Leave it to me.
Alright. 1 shot, thankfully.
Yeah?
So I don't think that's going to be quite a... Oh! He run rounds him. Makes sense.
Off I go.
Oh, did not turn support animations off. Apologies.
On it.
So, at this point, this is fairly straightforward. It's all about making so they stop hugging each other. So I'll probably have to
Where to?
use her as a bait.
Yeah?
She has almost no stats,
Time for a swim.
so I would think they'd try to like edge toward her. Alright, this is sufficient.
On it. On it.
I'm trying to get Effie to like walk up. Alright. So can't tank that.
Yes. Where to?
Just trying to separate them out.
Yeah.
I think because he's too low, they're starting to
Oh my
move toward her now.
Hmm?
Alright. So this is good enough.
Time for a swim. On it.
Alright. He's gonna attack in. And he's gonna die. So thankfully, there's no time limit on these, so take your time. Think about what you want to do. And how you're gonna like actually handle the map. Alright. So
Yes.
put her there. And dead. Alright. And that's the map. I think she had quick riposte instead of her typical B skill. I didn't look too hard just because it didn't seem that hard of a map. But yeah, I mean, I could show more of the chain, not chain, arena assault, but I think I made my point. Another great example of me getting tanked by 692, already hurting my score. It's very unlikely I'm gonna break 487, like 487 with this. Like, I don't think it's mathematically possible, unless I hit like a bunch of 700s. So yeah, it's a nice concept. I'd like to see them work in it a little bit more. But yeah, that's more Void Thoughts. If you liked it, or if you have any comments about that, feel free to let me know. But yeah, it was nice talking again. Bye.